going on, fam? Welcome back to the video. Hope you enjoyed that little intro. It is a rest day today. I know I got a lot of comments in my last video about the type of rest that I do, what sort of things I use on recovery days and rest days. We have a game tomorrow, so I'm taking today off. One of the most fun things that I love to do is to come out to the local pitch and watch like a U17, U18 game. So it's the highest level you can play in Washington State for club. It's what I used to play, and it's very fun to watch these young ones play. These are an 05, so U17. They're 10 years younger than me, which is crazy to think that they're already graduating high school soon. So anyway, let's hop straight into the video, guys. All right, guys, so one of my favorite forms of active recovery is going on long walks. So when Emma was doing her netball thing, I'm over at the park watching the kids play, watching the young ones play. It is an absolutely fantastic morning, but that is number one form of active recovery that most pros that I know do on a regular basis, on a weekly basis when they have a day off. It's an active form of recovery, a little bit of walking in, a little bit of stretching, and being out in the woods and out at the park is a fantastic place to do it. So that's number one. All right, fam, so number two thing that most pro footballers do is take care of their feet. In fact, I know it's to be true because I had foot surgery 6 months ago, and it was one of the key features in advice that I got from other professional footballers who have been in a similar situation, other professional football, American football players who have been in the similar situation. It's all about your feet, right? So using these little spike balls, I got this at a running store down at Green Lake, which is in Seattle, for $8, and you can buy them for super cheap on Amazon. I'll leave links below for all the stuff that I talk about today down in the description box. But these are like $8, and I do it for probably 5 minutes every day. It's super easy. All you're doing as you go over the top, you can do the side of your foot, your heel, sometimes even into the back of your calf and stuff, which is also really great. And it is a really good way to break up the plantar fascia on the bottom of your feet, make your feet feel really, really nice so that you can go do grounding exercises like you've seen me do in previous videos out in the grass. You can just dig your toes in, really get to where instead of having your toes all crunched up like this, your toes, when you see them on the floor, are more spread out like this. This is actually what the natural look to our feet should be. So that's something to keep in mind. Always take care of your feet. And this is number two of the list, on the list of things that pro footballers do to recover. All right, fam. So the next piece of equipment and things that a lot of pros do to recover is the mighty foam roller, and you can get these for super cheap at like a PVC pipe place, or you can buy them for a little more expensive with a little bit of padding on them. But whatever you do, you can also do it with just a soccer ball. It is super awesome to get the foam rolling going because it breaks up a lot of the lactic acid, gets the blood flow going, breaks up a lot of the scar tissue that has been building up. So the way that you often build muscle is that you work out, so you break those muscle fibers down. There's tiny, tiny little micro tears. And then what happens is you build muscle back up by those muscles healing stronger than they were before. But a lot of times, and this actually happened to me a couple weeks ago when I had to come out of that game about 60 minutes in, is all of that work that I've been doing and all that lifting and all of that playing that I've been doing, I got so tight that it wasn't conducive for my muscles to work anymore because there was so much scar tissue, and that's where this bad boy comes in. So I use this every single day, especially after gym work. I think it's super important after gym to break up that scar tissue, make sure that everything is working properly, is functioning, has a ton of mobility, and it can really help with, again, blood flow, breaking up that scar tissue, mobility, and I have seen huge improvements in my flexibility as well after using this type of equipment. Usually it's this, but oftentimes it's a ball or something if I don't have one at home or at the gym. So that's something to think about. The foam roller is something that most pro footballers use for their recovery, and it's stuff that I will be doing today a lot in my off day. All right, fam, so the fourth portion of recovery that we're going to talk about today is some sort of compression, whether that's tights or whether that's a recovery pump like this or a Normatec system, all about getting the blood flowing, as we spoke about earlier with both the spiky ball and the foam roller, a lot of it is about breaking up the scar tissue and getting the blood flowing in your legs to get more recovery. So that's what these do. These stimulate the blood flow in your legs, and they also are fantastic for simulating a deep tissue massage through the compression. So this is all air, there's no water or anything in there, and they are a great system to invest in if you are considering football full-time, either in college or professionally. I use these half an hour to an hour every day, most days of the week, and today is game day actually, so we are now in the next day, and I'm using them for recovery prior to the actual game. So that is something to consider. This is another thing that most professional players use, either owned by themselves or owned by the team. All right, fam, that is it for the video. Thanks for joining me so much today for all of the recovery things. As we spoke about before, it is all about getting the blood flowing, breaking down that scar tissue, and making sure that you give yourself enough time for your muscles to recover and relax. And at the end of the day, it's all about rest. So sleeping, get your good nutrition in, and then of course the things that we talked about today. I'll leave links down below for Amazon and other websites like Normatec and Recovery Pump if you can't find them online. Links are below for all of these products. You can buy them online. And as always, guys, be awesome. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.